My name is Mark Murphy. I own Michael Murphy and Sons. My father started this in the 60s. I officially went into business in 74. We kind of specialize in the higher end shotgun stuff you just can't get at any box store. Just a small shop, but we try and stock just the real nice stuff. We do a lot of stock fittings. My father was trained by Holland & Holland back in the 70s, went off on his own. He did close to 10,000 fittings in his day, and I'm pushing 15,000 fittings for myself. Prior to the Benelli 828, the open-under action has not changed in probably 100 years. It's the same basic design we're building today they built 100 years ago, 1900. When the 828 came out, the main game changer they offered to the industry is an over-and-under with adjustable stock. So our patterning board here is a steel plate. It's approximately 3 feet by 3 feet with a hole in the middle, just for a reference point. It's approximately 20 yards. We shoot it standing. It's approximately eye level for most shooters. And we just shoot normal birdshot at it. All right, Steve, here's your new gun. Give it a try for length of pull. Take a look at you. Go ahead and mount the gun. I'm looking as I want your arms just past 90 here, and right out of the box, this gun fits you perfectly. Let's go outside and pattern that one real quick. But first, I'm gonna take a look at Audra. Audra, here's your new gun. You go ahead and give that a try. Give it a mount for me real quick. That gun's gonna be pretty long for you. If it only makes a factory compact stock, let me put that on and get that a try. Inside the stock is a 13mm nut. The stock simply lifts off. We're going to use your same shim and lock plate as it was before, which in this case is the DX. DX is right-handed, SX is left-handed. Here's the factory compact stock. Sits in place. Make sure the lock plate and the shim match. In this case, it's the DX again. Lock washer goes on place, and last is your nut. And just run this till it's snug. You don't have to twist it off or anything. Put the progressive comfort back in place. And last is your recoil pad. Give this compact stock a try. That looks a lot better on you. Try it one more time. I'd say you're ready to go. Let's go pattern these two. Okay, Steve, today we're going to shoot your new 828. I've got it set up with your Z shim, so we'll see what that does for you. I want you to envision this as a wild bird, just a nice smooth shot. Don't try to rifle sight it, just try and shoot through the target. We're going to load you both barrels. Once you come up, shoot a shot, come down, take a breath, and go up and do it again. Don't worry about the pattern. I will fix that. Just shoot through the hole. Okay. Whenever you're ready. Very nice. Let's try that one more time. Steve, as you can see, this pattern is almost 100% high. So let's take you down. We currently have a Z shim. Let's take you down to a C, give that a try. It's just a bit right, but let's repattern before we change your cast shim as well. Let's give Audra a turn. Okay. Audra, we have the D shim in this gun, so we're gonna see what that pattern's for you. Like you do to imagine this is a wild bird, just a nice fluid mount, instinctual mount. Try not to rifle sight it, okay? If you mount, come up, take a shot, come down, take a breath, and go up and do it again, okay? Whenever you're ready. Very nice. Let's do it one more time. Let's go take a look at that. Audra, you've got a very nice consistent pattern. It is about 4 inches low. This is currently the D shim. I'd like to take you up to a 60-40. Let's give a B shim a try. Your left and right is fine. I won't adjust your cast, but I'm gonna give you a B shim, see what that looks like on it.
All right.
Give it a try. Fitting a shotgun to become a better shooter is very important to get the gun to shoot where you want it to shoot. It should be an extension of your body. So when you pattern a shotgun, it should pattern where you're looking, not where you're aiming. There's no rear sight on a shotgun like there is on a rifle. On a typical rifle shot, you have time to mount a rifle, get settled into the gun, line up crosshairs, line up a sight, whatever you're using, and make a precise shot. A shotgun is more of a reaction to external stimuli. So a bird flushes or a target's thrown, you have to mount the gun, react, and shoot all within a very short time. So the gun needs to be more fluid, more of an extension of your body than it does, say, a rifle. So the difference between point of aim and point of impact would be where you actually point the gun would be point of aim, where you actually shoot the gun would be point of impact. Our goal is to make those two match. The vertical movement on a stock, up and down, is called drop. The left and right, the horizontal movement, is called cast. Similar to a rifle sight. So if you want the pattern to come down, you take your cast, your drop down. If you want to take the gun to the right, you increase the cast off, take the stock to the right, like you would a rifle sight. So prior to the Benelli's introduction of the shim system, we actually had to bend the guns up or down, left or right. With the introduction of the shim system, we can now, in 2 minutes with a wrench, do what we used to do in 2 or 3 weeks. It's much easier, much cheaper, and more immediate results to change the cast or drop of a gun. The Benelli 828U offers 40 different stock adjustments. There are 2 right-handed, 2 cast off, and 2 left-handed, 2 cast on. Each one of those is 3 and 6 millimeters cast on or off respectively. They also offer 10 drop adjustments, all the way from 45 to 65 millimeters in drop with half-step increments in between. And you can go from Z all the way down to D. That will change your point of impact up and down. So you would increase the cast, decrease the cast, drop, or whatever to get it to shoot where you need it to shoot. Phillips screw in the recoil pad. Get your Phillips screw here in the progressive comfort system. Use your 13 millimeter socket. Take off the stock. So your cast shim was a DX6. We're going to leave that alone. We're just going to change it to a C. So there's your C shim. There's your DX6 cast shim. Stock goes back on. There is your C lock plate. I use this little rod to help guide it in, makes it a little easier. Just like that. Lock washer goes on. And just reinstall your progressive comfort in your recoil pad. Steve, give that one a try in a second. Okay. Let's change auto at the same time. Okay, Steve, we have the C shim in your gun now. We still have the 6 shim for cast in the gun. Let's shoot this and see where it goes for you.
Okay.
Very good. Give me one more pair. So this is your C shim. You can see it's just a little bit high. Let's try and bring it down one more notch. Try your D shim. I'm also going to correct you for cast. Bring that pattern a little bit to the left. Audrey, you shot the gun a bit low with the D shim. I've installed the B shim. Let's see what this looks like. See if they brought you up a little bit. Whenever you're ready, give it a try. That's a nice pair. Let's do it one more time. That looked great. Let's go take a look at those. Audrey, there's your B shim. It's almost perfect, 60-40, 60 above, 40 below. It's just a little bit left, but honestly, that's just about perfect for me. Let's go with that. All right, Steve, we're just a little bit high still. Let's change you down to a D. You also shot this a little bit to the right. I'm gonna change your cast at the same time, if I can fix that for you. Phillips screw in the recoil pad. Get your Phillips screw here in the progressive comfort system. Use your 13 millimeter socket. Take off the stock. time we're going to change the front shim to a D. We're going to change the cast shim to a DX3. So it's right-handed. The rear, the lock plate, we'll use the DX on that. Stock goes on. Using my little rod here to line it up, make it a little easier. Lock washer goes on. And then the nut. And just reinstall your progressive comfort and your recoil pad. So Steve, we have the D shim in here now. We've also decreased your cast to the number 3. Let's shoot this and see where it goes for you.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready. Very nice. Give me one more pair. Well, that looks great. Let's go take a look at that. Steve, we have your D shim in here for drop. We have your 3 shim in here for cast. If you look, this is perfect. 60 above, 40% below. This is a great hunting or target pattern. This is ready to go.